subscribe and click the notification bell. Welcome to Project Mafulungan para Matuto. In our previous video, I have started discussing the first lesson in the fourth quarter, which is the computing measures of position using linear interpolation method. This time, ang focus naman natin ay ang Mendenhall and SINCIch method in finding the measures of position such as the quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. There are steps na dapat nating sundin at i-consider when we are using Mendenhall and SINCIch method. First, we have to arrange the score in ascending order. So, ibig sabihin yan, aayusin natin yung data natin from least to greatest value. Step 2, solve for the measure of position using the appropriate formula. Kung quartile ang ating hinahanap, ang ating formula na gagamitin ay Q sub k is equal to k times the quantity of n plus 1 all over 4. Kapag deciles naman ang ating hinahanap, D sub k is equal to k times n plus 1 all over 10. At kung percentile naman ang ating hinahanap, ang gagamitin nating formula ay P sub k is equal to k times n plus 1 all over 100. Take note, if lower quartile or lower decile or lower percentile falls halfway between two integers, round up the answer. However, if upper quartile or upper decile or upper percentile falls halfway between two integers, round down the answer. Sa pagsasolve natin for measures of position using Mendenhall and SINCIch method, meron tayong rules na kailangang sundin. Like what I have said in the previous video, si quartile 2, decile 5, at percentile 50 ay pare-parehas na 50% at ito ay ang middle value of the distribution. Looking at the figure, makikita natin ang position ng lower and upper quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. Sa lower quartile, we can see the position of quartile 1. Sa lower decile naman ay decile 1, decile 2, decile 3, at decile 4. At sa lower percentile naman ay from percentile 1 to percentile 49 katulad na lang ng percentile 10, percentile 20, percentile 30, and percentile 40. We all know that the position of these scores ay less than 50 at ang mga scores na ito ay located sa left side ng ating data. Take note, kapag ang computed value natin ay may kasamang decimal, that means i-round up natin ang position. I-disregard natin kung ano ang value ng decimal na kasama ng ating computed value. Let us say for example, ang computed value ay 8.5. That means that position na ilalocate natin ay 9. On the other hand, if the computed value ay 8.3, ang ilolocate pa rin nating value ng position is 9. Ang computed value natin ay nag-fall sa lower quartile or lower decile or lower percentile wherein we are going to round up regardless of the value ng decimal. But what if we are going to compute the measures of position sa right side naman ng ating data? Ito naman ay ang mga scores which is greater than 50. Let's say for example, we are computing for the quartile 3. In decile naman, let's say we have decile 6, decile 7, decile 8, and decile 9. And in percentile, from percentile 51 to percentile 91 or 99, such as percentile 60, percentile 70, percentile 80, and percentile 90. If that is the case wherein we are looking for the position more than 50%, and the computed value of the measure of positions ay may decimal na kasama, then we have to round down the computed value. Let us say, for example, ang computed value natin ay 8.5. That means that position na ilolocate natin ay 8. Very good. On the other hand, if the computed value natin ay 8.3, ang ilolocate pa rin natin na value ng position is still 8. Since ang computed value natin ay nag-fall sa upper quartile or upper decile or upper percentile, wherein we are going to round down regardless of the value ng ating decimal. Now, let us have our example number 1 para mas maintindihan natin ang ating rules. So, using the Mendenhall and SINCICH method, find the quartile 1 and quartile 3 of the scores of 13 students in their 20-item math quiz given the dataset 7, 18, 11, 13, 6, 15, 17, 4, 19, 8, 20, 14, and 9. So let's have our solution for the quartile 1. So remember our step 1, arrange the score in ascending order. So aayusin muna natin yung data natin sa problem natin according sa binigay na rule natin, which is ascending order. So from that data, ang ating arrangement ay 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So kung papansin ninyo, nakaayos na ang ating data from least to greatest value. Now, let us proceed to our step 2. Solve for the measure of position using the appropriate formula. So ano ba yung hinahanap natin? So ang hinahanap natin ay quartile 1. Therefore, ang gagamitin nating formula ay yung para sa quartile na Q sub K is equal to K times N plus 1 all over 4. Ngayon, let us identify the value of K. Ano ang value ng K natin? Very good. The value of K is equal to 1 kasi 1, quartile 1 yung hinahanap natin, kaya ang value ng K natin ay 1. At ilan naman ang N natin? Definitely, ang value ng N natin ay 13. Saan nakuha yung 13? Dahil kung bibilangin natin lahat yung data natin, 13 ang total ng ating data, kaya ang N natin ay 13. Now, let us substitute the value of K and N dun sa ating formula. Kaya nagkaroon na tayo ng Q sub 1 is equal to the value of K, which is 1, times the value of N, which is 13 plus 1 all over 4. So yung ating 4, constant po yan. Which is 13 plus 1, kapag inad natin 13 plus 1 ay 14. So times 1 all over 4. So 14 times 1 is still 14 divided by 4 is equal to 3.5. So take note, ang quartile 1 na hinahanap natin ay nasa part ng lower quartile, nasa left side of the middle value. So ibig sabihin, we have to round up the value. So from 3.5 na value na na-compute natin sa quartile 1, ira-round up natin magiging 4. Therefore, ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung ating quartile 1 ay nasa 4th position at ilelocate na natin yan doon sa ating data na inayos sa step 1. So bibilang tayo ng hanggang 4 na position. So 4, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 ang ating pang 4th position. Therefore, ang value ng quartile 1 natin ay 8. Okay? So kung ating iintindihin at i-interpret yung value ng 8 na yan, ibig sabihin 25% of the scores are less than or equal to 8. So, saan ko nakuha yung 25%? 25% is equivalent to the quartile 1. Now, let us have our solution for the quartile 3. So, same pa rin yung ating steps na gagamitin. So, using the Mendenhall and SINCICH method, first step is we have to arrange the score in ascending order. So, After natin ayusin yung data natin, ang ating kalalabasan ay ito na. We have the 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So let us proceed to the step 2, which is solve for the measure of position using the appropriate formula. So remember, quartile ang ating hinahanap, the quartile 3. So therefore, ang gagamitin nating formula ay yung formula ng quartile na q sub k is equal to k times n plus 1 all over 4. And the value of k naman this time is very good. It's 3. Kasi quartile 3 ang hinahanap natin, kaya yung k natin, ang value niya ay 3. At yung n pa rin natin ay 13 kasi meron tayong 13 datas. Let us substitute the value of k and n sa ating formula. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng q sub 1 is equal to 3 times 13 plus 1 all over 4. So 13 plus 1 is 14 times 3, that is 42 all over 4. So 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. Okay, take note, quartile 3 is in the upper quartile. So ibig sabihin, ang rule natin kapag upper quartile, we have to round down the computed value. So ang computed value ng quartile 3 ay 10.5. So dahil ang rule natin na sa upper quartile tayo ay round down, therefore 10.5 ay magiging 10. So ibig sabihin yan, nasa 10 position ng ating quartile 3. So ilocate na natin sa ating given sa step 1. So bilang tayo from left to right ng pang-10. Yung pang-10 natin, yun yung ating value ng quartile 3. So after natin mabilang, so 17. So 17 is the 10th position. Therefore, the value of quartile 3 is equal to 17. And if we are going to interpret that, 75% of the scores are less than or equal to 17. So saan nanggaling ng 75%? Equivalent yan siya ng quartile 3. Let us proceed to example number 2 using the Mendenhall and SINCIch method pa rin. Pero this time, focus naman tayo sa decile. So find the 8th decile of the scores of 13 students in their 20-item math quiz given the data set 7, 18, 11, 13, 6, 15, 17, 4, 19, 8, 20, 14, and 9. So let's have our solution for the 8th decile. So step na gagamitin natin ay same pa rin since we are talking about the Mendenhall and SINCIch method. So arrange the score in ascending order. So after natin ma-arrange, ito na yung ating mga data. We have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, let us proceed sa ating step 2 na kung saan we have to solve for the measure of position using the appropriate formula. Again, step 2, solve for the measure of position using the appropriate formula. Ano ba yung appropriate formula natin? Very good. Since ang hinahanap natin ay decile 8 or the 8th decile, therefore, ang gagamitin nating formula ay yung pang decile na d sub k is equal to k times n plus 1 all over 10. Ano ang value ng k natin? Ang value ng k natin ay 8. Bakit 8? Kasi we're looking for the 8th decile. At value ng n naman natin ay 13. Bakit 13? Dahil meron tayong 13 data set kung bibilangin natin lahat yung data sa given natin. Now, let us substitute the value of k and 8 doon sa ating formula. So, d sub 8 is equal to 8 times 13 plus 1. Yung 13 natin is the value of n all over 10. So, 8 times 14 all over 10. So, 14 times 8 is equal to 112 divided by 10. Therefore, 112 divided by 10 is equal to 11.2. Now, the 8th decile is located in the upper quartile. So, since nasa upper quartile siya, ibig sabihin, we are going to round down the computed value. Round down. Okay. So, ang computed value natin ay 11.2 dahil nasa upper quartile ang 8th decile. So, i-round down natin. So, 11.2 ay magiging 11. Ibig sabihin yan, nasa 11 position yung ating 8th decile. So, kung titignan natin, ang ating data dun sa step 1 na naka-arrange, bibilang tayo hanggang sa marating natin yung 11th position. So sa 11th position natin, ang makikita natin dun ay yung 18. Therefore, ang value ng 8 decile natin ay 18. At kung ating iintindihin yan at i-interpret yung value na nakuha natin sa 8 decile, therefore, 80% of the scores are less than or equal to 18. So, saan nanggaling yung 80%? 80% is equivalent to the 8 decile. Let us proceed to our example number 3 using Mendenhall and SINCICH method pa rin. Pero ngayon, focus naman tayo sa percentile. Find the 35th percentile of the scores of 13 students in their 20-item math quiz given the dataset 7, 18, 11, 13, 6, 15, 17, 4, 19, 8, 20, 14, and 9. So using the steps sa Mendenhall and SINCICH method, ang solution natin sa finding the 35th percentile, sa step 1 natin, arrange the score in ascending order. So inayos natin yung ating data from least to greatest. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And now, our step 2, solve for the measure of position using the appropriate formula. Ano nga ba ang appropriate formula natin? So, since we are looking for the 35th percentile, therefore, ang gagamitin natin formula ay yung sa percentile na P sub K is equal to K times N plus 1 all over 100. Ano naman ang value ng K natin? Ang value ng K natin ay very good, 35. Bakit 35? Kasi we're looking for the 35th percentile. At ang N naman natin ay 13. Saan nakuha yung 13? Kasi meron tayong 13 data doon sa ating given problem kung bibilangin mo lahat yon. Now, let us substitute the value of K and N dun sa ating formula. So, P of 35 is equal to 35, which is the value of K times 13 plus 1 all over 100. So, 35 times 14, which is 13 plus 1 all over 100. So 35 times 14 is 490 all over 100, which is 490 divided by 100. The answer is 4.9. Now, let us apply the rule. Take note, ang ating 35th percentile ay makikita sa lower quartile, sa left side of the middle values. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nasa lower quartile, we have to round up the computed value. At ang computed value natin ay 4.9 at i-round up natin yan magiging 5. So, ibig sabihin, ang position ng ating 35th percentile ay nasa 5th position. So, bilang na tayo ng until 5th position dun sa ating data sa step 1. So, 4, which is to serve as the first position, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, 9 is our 5th position. Therefore, the value of the 35th percentile is equal to 9. And kapag iintindihin natin yan at i-interpret, ibig sabihin yan, 35% of the scores are less than or equal to 9. Saan nanggaling yung 35%? That is equivalent of the 35th percentile. Let us check your understanding. So the summative test results in mathematics of grade 10 students are as follows: 34, 16, 18, 27, 31, 17, 26, 16, 14, 29, 28, 36, and 19. Find the quartile 1, decile 2, and the 35th percentile using Mendenhall and SINCICH method. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell